Guys, over here, it's a little closer. Let me take this one down for a second. Go with this one maybe. Got a little bit of tape on it. We're gonna get off there. Monitor. Oh, it's an HP monitor. No wonder it was full. It's got a little bit of speaker system action though. It's pretty good. I like that part. I might use those. Oh, that is a secret button. Right there, that secret button. Secret button. Okay. That one's pretty good for gold. First, the connectors and all that stuff got a little tiny bit of gold in them. This guy under here will have a little bit of gold, I'm sure. No, I guess not. Look at that. Nice hunk of aluminum, right? It's good for taking to the scrapyard. This guy here looks like another BGA chip to me. Anyway, it probably got a little gold too. Underneath this guy here is where your heatsink is. Your CPU will be underneath there. Usually just kind of eyeball the situation, see what all we got here first. And of course, I'm used to this stuff because I've been playing with computers for a lot of years. That's tough. That's a tough plug. Okay. Yeah, these memory cards, of course, will have some of that finger gold stuff on it. Let me pop one out here to show you. Got a memory card, right? Got the nice little gold fingers. This one's a 1 gigger. It's still got a little bit of juice to it. Yeah, got a little bit of gold there, right? Let's bring you guys in a little closer to see what that's going on here. What you all got here, I'll bring you right back. Okay, got you significantly closer. Anyway, yeah, it's where these memory chips or these memory cards are. Right here. It goes, you just push these guys down, pop right out there. Push this guy down right here. Let's get over here. Straight out there. So like that. One more. Get my finger on it. There we go. There's your memory chips right there. He had 4 gig in here, it looks like. Yep, 4 gig of Kingston memory. Get a smidge of gold in there for sure. Okay, plug a couple more of these guys. All these connectors will be gold plated. Not heavily gold plated, but a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this chip. This one, the guy underneath here, a CPU, will all have a little bit of gold, not too bad. And of course, now that I got some Eco Goldex, the whole PCB, anything that's got a tiny bit of plate on it, I can strip it off in a flash. So that's kind of a nice thing. All right, let me spin a few more things apart here. I just grab a regular type of screwdriver. I need those too sometimes. It slipped out. Nice, beautiful hunk of aluminum, huh? Looks like a xylophone. Ooh. Oh! You can play a song with that thing. Plastic. Here's the chip down here. Central processing unit. Probably a very new one, which are very wimpy in gold, which is okay. That's what it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, these things have very little gold. Let me get a rag here. So yeah, I've been collecting these kinds of CPUs for a while. A bunch of them in there. Very much gold in there, but maybe all of them together, might be a tenth or two. Not very much. Not too much on these guys. But I'll process them one of these days. I get a little bit of ants in my pants or something about that. Yeah, the gold in there is probably worth less than this for sure. For sure. Oh, let me wipe off the scrunch here too. Yeah, that's electronic conductivity paste like that is. I drag a little bit. Gets all over everything, obviously. I like to try and wipe it off while I got a shot at the title, before I get it all over everything. There we go. That's pretty good. Plus it's musical. I like that. Okay, now we simply got to pull off the rest of the components of this thing. There's not much real anything else you can just pop out like that, but all these little screws here got to come out in this main motherboard or main board. I did that. There we go. Got that. That's good. That was good. You just slide it back a smidge. Okay. Yeah, these guys got a little bit of stuff in them too. Yeah, they do. A little DVD player. They certainly do. Anyway, put that to the side temporarily. See what else we got a screech here. It should come out easy. Piece of plastic, hard drive. See what we got here. It's a Western Digital. Oh, 500 gig. That's pretty big. 500 gig. That's not too bad. That's half of a terabyte. Yeah, it's not very big actually nowadays. Yeah, it's got some gold here, right? A little bit of gold up here. A little bit of gold on this card. Got a little bit of treasures on the inside too. I got a bunch of them, but we're gonna do them all one of these days. One by one we do things around here. Best as we can. So come on now. Let's go, boys. Work with me. There it is. Yeah, a little bit of brute force. That goes in the trash. And we got our main board out of there. Yeah, it's got nothing on the back, but it's got some good stuff on the front. Smidge of gold in here, not much. A little bit on these connectors. A little bit in these connectors. Of course, in the USB connectors for sure. Yeah, these two chips are the main juice on this guy here. Yeah, a couple of little chips though, little ICs. A little bit of value there, not much. But what I expected. Now let's see what else we got here. We got this guy here. It's trying to come out. There it is. It's our little USB expansion board. It's got, come on, fly, get off me, man. A little bit of gold on in these guys too. It's got some trash you got to remove, of course. A little gold in these guys, obviously. Got a nice power supply here. Might go now. Yeah, look at that. That's how it works. Yeah, get all the screws out. Took those 6 screws out. 2, 4, 6. Hit the button right here. This guy popped right up. There you go. The one button comes right up. I can see for sure that should go. Oh, look at that. We can lift up on it. It just goes right past it. All right, this one you have to use a little bit of brute force sometimes. If you get tired of playing with this. Let's try this one time. This sometimes works. Yeah. I'll try it. Slide it off this way. Pretty tough. Okay, fine. Just pop right off there. Yeah, folks, you can see I got this main board here. I pried on this connector a little bit on the bottom. And obviously it's coming off, right? So back to the question that can you get the gold that's hidden with the connector, and if I can pop them off conveniently like that, then yes, I can. Yes, I can. So yeah, I'm gonna try and pop off a couple more of those. All I'm doing is just getting underneath the edge of them like this. And that's, if I can get it here with one paw, that's all I'm doing there, is just prying them off from the bottom, slide them off. And some of you can't do that, they're really locked on there. But obviously I got that one, even though it has no gold on that connector. Ah, there's no gold there. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and pop off a couple more the same way. I'm gonna stick a screwdriver into the edge here, and I'll be back in a second here, okay? Folks, I was able to pry that dude off pretty easily. But look at the gold level only here, right? Just the very bumps of these guys have gold. So it's just a wash. I mean, just even worse than that coin I did the other day. Anyway, I'm gonna pry off this one, maybe this one too. I'm gonna pry off all of them I can. Yeah, I'm gonna make this board Goldex compatible. Yes, folks, clearly some of them were difficult. This one was it was a black one, this kind of color, and it busted real easy as I did it. This guy here I just pulled right off. This one here, maybe we can do the same thing. Give it a little twist and it comes off here. That's pretty good. Come right off. Yeah, some of these guys are coming off nicely. I do want to take them off because that Eco Goldex is pretty handy stuff, you know, whatever, but it's worth my while because I like doing this stuff. Yeah, I like to do it. If I can get a little money out of the deal, that's even better. A little gold's even better than that. Okay, now come on. This guy here is being tough. I'm not ready to just rip your guts out here. After I'll tell everybody how easy this was. Yeah, it's a little bit of a hassle for sure. Folks, I'm prying these dudes off. Even though there's barely any gold on this thing, whatever gold's on here, you want to get it. You probably need to pry these dudes off, such as that. Yeah, again, they're just a wash on these guys. You can see that very well. Not much. Anyway, I've got them all pried off pretty much except that last one. A couple more I gotta get. I'm trying to whale on these a little bit. Expose those guys too, like this one. Yeah, so it's got so little gold on it. This is not very economical, obviously, but I'm not doing it for the economics. Somehow I like it. Do you like it? I think you do like it, cutie pie. Cutie pie. I love you so much. I do. Precious girl, you want to? Yeah, I know what your alternative motive is. All right, peace, baby. Let me whale on this a wee bit more here, just a little bit more. Here we have it, basically, folks. This is trash. Okay, it's all plastic. This here, primarily, you know, steel, mild steel. There's a little bit of stainless sitting on top. I'll throw all that stainless in my stainless bucket, in the mild steel in the mild steel bucket. These guys here are just capacitors that came off the main board there. Now I just grab on them and just pull them off. They have basically nothing good in them. I'll pull out this copper here and put it in a different container. But yeah, these little aluminum cans, they have no value except for aluminum. Save up about 1 million of them and melt them maybe, I don't know. Little fan, has a tiny bit of value, obviously. The aluminum heat sinks have a little bit of value. The drive in the power supplies, or the power supply and the drives, this is the hard drive, that's a DVD. They got a little more goodies in them, a little more gold, which I'll dig into those here a little bit later. And yeah, the main PCB there's got a little bit of gold. I stripped off most of the connectors, you can see. They have a smidge of gold, but it's a newer computer. These guys actually got quite a bit here. They're pretty thick. Anyway, those will go into the Eco Goldex for sure. These guys here, I probably won't Eco Goldex. And the reason I won't, is I can just cut off the fingers and then process those very quickly. Same with the chips. I'll process those differently than these memory cards too. I'll drag off the memory chips too on there and process them with the VGA and the CPU. Basically, that's how I do it. There you go. There's the whole computer. There's probably about $5 in value there in the whole thing. Just depends, you know. Sometimes you can resell the hard drive, you know, for 25 bucks or something, or the DVD for 10 or 15 bucks. If you want to go do all that, you can do that, you know. I just put them in a pile kind of right now. I get a big enough pile, maybe I'll deal with them. Anyway, that's the whole thing. Plastics, junk, a little bit of recyclables there. Little other equipment there, we can strip a little more gold off. Eco Goldex pile. And I'll process the good stuff. That's most of the good stuff in the whole thing right there. That's right. That's how I do it, baby. Peace. It's looking like fall finally. It's supposed to rain. I love you, man. Had a good time playing around with this PC and the PCBs. I got 1, 2 more there to do. I got to do that monitor. Have a little bit of stuff in it. Then I got a couple of TVs. Obviously, I could probably sell them for 50 bucks or 25 bucks or something and maybe get more money for them that way. But I'll probably just strip them off and get a little bit of gold. You know, that's what I usually do. Nothing too special. You know, I don't do it for the money typically. I don't have that much money, but you know, it's entertainment. You go to the movies and cost you 100 bucks nowadays. So I would prefer to do this kind of stuff. It's my entertainment. Love you. You have a great day, okay? Josie says she loves you too. That's right, lovebird. We love you so much. All right. Peace,